She turned to my mother-in-law and started to complain about how hard it was to raise me. My mother-in-law, bless her heart, said, however difficult children are, they bring 10 times as much happiness just by growing. Your son is such a wonderful young man, you must be so proud of him. My mother didn't like the direction of the conversation, so she turned to Pia and asked her if she was sure she wanted to be with me. This was after we had gotten married. Pia looked at her like she was a bit slow and said, why would I be marrying him if I wasn't sure? My mother loudly asked her again if she was really sure because I used to wet the bed. I haven't done that since I was 8, but there she was, loudly announcing it for all and sundry. At that moment, I really hated her. It felt like there was something stuck in my throat, and no words came out. But Pia didn't have that problem. You must be confused, she said, and it was so confident with a touch of concern that my mother looked like she was actually confused. Then she raised her voice so it could be heard over the music. Dear mother-in-law, I know we are family now, but it's much too soon right now, or ever, for me to hear about your bedroom activities. Then she dragged me away to the dance floor while people started to stare at my mother. Stupidly, the first thing I said in our first dance as a married couple was that my mother was right. But because I am the luckiest man alive, Pia just squeezed my hand and told me it happens when children are put under stress and it wasn't my fault. That was pretty much the end of the problem, and I enjoyed the rest of my wedding dancing, eating food and talking with Pia, and now my wonderful family. By the end of the day, my mother looked incredibly constipated, but she hadn't managed to ruin anything. I felt so relieved when I said goodbye, like a weight had just slipped off my feet and my knees felt weak. It was the first time in my life that she hadn't taken over something that was supposed to be about me. After that day, I haven't had any sudden invasive memories of the past. I feel so incredibly lucky to have married this girl.